Okay, and we're back. Little disconnect there. Don't mind me, whoopsie. Hi, kitty. What's up? There's actually a different group I'm in here with now. Alright. Another crystal suddenly begins to glow. Your psyche resonates with the Memoria crystal. What once was.
Hurry, Golbez! The city is already overrun! First the villages and now the capital. Nothing is exempt from their avarice. Fear my wrath. Fear my wrath.
Another familiar song, Festival of Gold and Durante both seen by underestimated.
They knew we were elsewhere. Cowards.
Our saviors have returned.
I think not.
The band was just today.
Fear my wrath.
Dude, you don't need a predator. Very distracted, buddy.
This one is dangerous. Have care, Golbez.
I love you too, kitty. It's a little needy, though. If you're gonna be needy, at least be needy on camera. Come on, Outline, go down.
They command such terrible beasts bodes ill. We've no time to lose. Such destruction. If only we had returned sooner. King and country.
All right.
I dare say we'll be faster if we split up.
Vampirus. How could I? All right.
Golbez!
Gobez got possessed.
This can't be happening. Not to you. My friend. My hero. I will stop you even should it cost me my life.
Durante. All right, here we go. So be it. I will fight you with all my strength. To fortify my blade. I need power. Light or dark, it matters not. Such savagery ill-suits you. You've weathered this before. Let's see how you fare now.
I'll not be bested. Not this day. Prepare yourself. It's over, my friend. Weathered this before. Let's see how you fare now. Even so, I'll not be bested. Not this day.
Got him. Go team. All right.
Why? Why you and not me? You were the best of us. A paragon of virtue. I could never hope to be your equal. I am only the knight I am because of you. Because you believed in me!
You're gonna see just a single eye inside the helmet.
You would not wish to become a monster, preying upon those who fought to protect. But neither can I bring myself to kill you. So rest easy, my friend, and entrust your legacy to me.
What, the next guy became Golbez?
You will never die. This I swear. Through me your name shall live on as the hero who saves the world.
What he's trying to do.
We've been released from the memory, 'twould seem.
If Golbez was the one sealed in this memoria, then the one we've been fighting is...
No more than an imposter playing at hero.
Durante, I presume.
A name long since lost to time. History shall remember only Golbez. Come what may, I shall deliver the world its salvation, and I will not suffer you to interfere.
You seek to free all souls from the purgatory of undeath. And to that end, you would invade another world. While I cannot condone your methods, I understand your motive full well. For I'm driven by the same. I too wish to save our world. I too once thought I had to bear the burden by myself. That I had no choice but to walk my path alone. But I was wrong. We may yet strive together towards our shared goal. If you would reconsider your course.
It's going to be a hard no from him.
If you possessed power which transcended that of Zeromus, then perhaps I would. But you do not. No, you are but another Voidsent like me. And what is a candle before the sun?
Perhaps we aren't all-powerful, and cannot effect great change in an instant. Even so...
Great change is what we need. Aught less has no meaning. Having glimpsed our past, you should understand as well as any. As Golbez, I dedicated myself to ending the Contra Memoria. I fought the corrupted Memoriates and attempted to redeem those twisted by their power. Yet try as I might, I was powerless to make any meaningful change. 'Twas then, when I was floundering in despair, that she appeared. The Ascian Igeom. Claiming to know how to excise the source of our woes, she showed me to the moon, where the servant of light abided. 'Twas he and his ilk who had granted men unnatural powers, she said, and now prolonged the war. Believing her every word, I struck him down and caused darkness to engulf the world.
What? Then it was you who...
As Emmett Selk once told us, the 13th was the Ascians' first attempt at a rejoining, before they fully understood the mechanisms at play. They failed because they sought only to awaken the sundered Zodiac, without instigating a calamity in the source. The darkness they unleashed had nowhere else to go.
Having left a ruin of our world, the Ascian fled. I was a fool to trust them, to trust in others. Since that day, I have sought the means to undo my mistake. The world may be beyond saving, but I would at least restore the Great Flow. The dragon was an extraordinary windfall, a veritable font of ether that expedited my endeavors time and again. But it wasn't enough to achieve my objective. Far from it. For an eternity, I had to bide my time. But the day finally came when I acquired the power I sought. The remnants of the Ascians' god sealed within the moon suddenly dispersed into ether. With that ether, Zeromus could be conceived, and driven by the dragon's longing for home, it shall soon arise to destroy the barrier between worlds. Thus will the way open to the promised land, and the death we have been too long denied. Thus will I, Golbez, bring salvation to all.
So that is all you have left.
Say what you will. You cannot stop Zeromus' awakening.
See, that is a good motivation for a villain.
We're going after him, aren't we?
Aye, That's why we came, after all. And besides... when someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them. In others and yourself. Euless was right about that.
Indeed. Let us press on. In the darkest recesses of the moon await Golbez and Zeromus. They resolve to save the world and condemn yours. I am ready to brave the dark.
I had hoped to bear witness to the moment our salvation is realized. But nothing must be left to chance. I will stop you here, no matter the cost. Wounded as I am, I knew that I would be hard-pressed to fight you on equal terms.
Just a moment. I'm curious about the reference. Golbez, Final Fantasy IV?
And so I lured you to this place,
Final
where
Fantasy
the
IV.
advantage is mine. The Archfiends live?
Impossible. Scarmiglione and Barbariccia were sealed in Memoria, while Cagnezzo and Rubicante died in the Source.
You're not wrong. They are not the true Archfiends, but shades born of their residual ether.
If they are shades, then their strength will pale in comparison. Even should they fight as one, we may yet prevail.
Alright, that was an answer to my question. More Final Fantasy IV goodness.
We'll tend to the Archfiends. Go and put an end to Zeromus.
Love that weapon so much.
You'll do no such thing.
We'll join you as soon as we can.
Zeromus.
It is too late. Zeromus will awaken, and it shall devour any who come between it and its desire. Your companion is no exception.
I wouldn't be so sure. Time and again, he has faced insurmountable odds.
But no matter how hopeless things seemed, he's never given up the fight.
Thing keeps going on since my birthday. Happy birthday, Facebook.
So long as he has strength of will to forge on, then so too shall we.
For we believe in him, and he believes in us. And together, our light can pierce blackest darkness.
Meanwhile, while that's going on, we have to fight Zeromus. Goodness, it's dark here. That's not foreboding at all. Let's call upon stronger heroes to take this. Release Ashdaya. I love these little callbacks. I love them. I love them. So great. You just, all right, let's have another Final Fantasy. Hey, let's have some more Final Fantasy. Hey, you know what you want? Hey, yo, dog, I heard you liked Final Fantasy. So put your Final Fantasy in Final Fantasy. So you can Final Fantasy while you Final Fantasy. It'll be awesome. Here it is. Let's go. I love it. Ah, I love it. I'm not gonna be able to fight. I'm gonna be too busy jamming the music. That's not good. I got run into a black hole. The Red Wing. Aha! All the Final Fantasies work, and I freaking love it. It's beautiful. Oh, Lord. Whoops, I survived. Julian? Yep.
Are you all right?
Go Red Wings, go. More happy birthday wishes. This is a problem.
Like all Void Sent, Zeromus cannot be killed. Sealing it in Memoria is the only way.
Yeah. Bad time for memory migraines.
That it should come to this. I failed my dear friend. fell for the Ascians' ploy and unleashed the darkness. And after an eternity of waiting, I find myself on my knees. How disappointed must you be in me, in the foolishness and futility of it all. No, I will not let it be for naught. I will not allow you to pass. I will triumph in my crusade.
There is no triumph to be found in this madness. Even if the veil were to be unraveled, it would not undo what darkness has done to the world, nor would it bring Golbez back. From his slumber, you know there is no return. You're weak and imperfect. You know it in your heart. In spite of this, do you truly believe that you can save everyone? Are you sure you will not fail? I'm no better. Weak and imperfect and plagued by doubt. Which is why I need friends to walk beside me.
Light? But how?
This is proof that I believe in others, and they in turn believe in me. A light that illuminates the way in darkest despair. Be it in a ruined city locked in ice, or a world drowning in light, it was with faith in one another that life endured. I see it clearly now.
You think we are capable of the same?
It won't be easy. Having lived too long as Voidsent, we've forgotten how to trust. But one thing is certain. If Zeromus succeeds and everyone dies, we'll never have the chance to try. You asked me to join hands with you once, and I refused. I cannot take back that mistake, but I can extend to you the same offer. We can be better than we have been.
This is the exact element of Final Fantasy IV that I fell in love with. Redemption.
Of course. You were the Memoriat we met all those years ago. Yes, I remember now. We hoped you would join us in our quest to end the Contra Memoria. But you rejected us outright. It left both of us discouraged. Golbez most of all. If we could but overcome the fear that has shaped and divided us, we could change everything. Even in the midst of that terrible war, He never stopped believing in others. Not even at the end.
You're Golbez now. If you would live up to his name, then you must trust in people as he did.
I cannot forgive what you have done to my sister, but she may yet be saved. If you can help us see her safely home and protect the source, then...
As Zero's friends, we should gladly share what knowledge we have to help you restore the Void.
You truly believe the world of old can be ours again?
I do. So long as we work together.
Gotta hold that AC field up. So red wings go.
We will disperse Zeromus's essence once more. The instant we do, you must call to Ajdaya.
Understood. Zero!
The suffocating darkness, like that of the rift. Impenetrable, disorienting, untethered, and drifting further away.
Be strong, Zero. Don't give up. Hold fast to yourself. Look to the light within.
Your place isn't alone in the dark, Zero. Not anymore.
You can do it, Zero.
Of course. With this power from beyond the rift, I can do it. I can save everyone. Golbez, if you would make amends, then lend me your strength.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. So good. Thanks,
Ashdaya! Hear my voice and return to me!
O Urter, Yin. Kom an tranquille.
Have care. Zeromus makes to resurrect.
Not if I have anything to say about it. No more, fiend!
You're safe now, Ashdaya. You're safe. To my sister, I shall offer up the eye in this vessel. We, dragons, bring forth progeny with our very life force. That which my eye harbors should be enough to grant her corporeal form. Of course, this means I shall no longer have control over this vessel. I must ask you escort Ashdaya to the surface in my stead.
We came to bring her home, and we'll do just that. You have my word.
Thank you. At long last, we shall be together again.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Our world may yet be restored. I thought it an impossible dream once, but having witnessed your miracles, I cannot help but believe. Nevertheless, I am the villain who wrought this tragedy, and in my misguided crusade, I compounded my sins. My place is not at your side.
Regardless of how you may feel, by lending me your strength, you've made amends. You've earned a new beginning. It's up to you what we become to one another.
It is big.
What we couldn't do yesterday, we might still do today. Working together.
Screenshot that.
And should we want for strength, we need only rally more like-minded souls to our cause. So let's take the first step. The two of us.
Never did I imagine that the light I bore could bring about such change. As our domains are shaped by our innermost desires, perhaps this is a reflection of the hope that is quickened in my heart. You came to the 13th to rescue Ajdea and protect your world. Our meeting was happenstance, and our association one of mutual convenience. Yet you and yours always treated me with kindness, as a friend. And through your friendship, I've found a new beginning. I'm forever in your debt. On the done trail we go.
Words cannot well express my relief that we could rescue my sister, nor my gratitude to all of you. What of him, Golbears?
He felt it would be inappropriate for him to be present at your reunion with Ajdaya, and chose to remain down in the chasm. If you wish to hear an apology, however, I should be glad to drag him here.
Nay, that shall not be necessary. By his deeds hath he demonstrated his contrition.
So, what will you do now?
I've learned much, journeying together with you. Experienced things I could never have experienced alone. Together with Golbez, I hope to do the same as we labor to restore the 13th.
Then I suppose it's farewell for now.
Be sure to share with Golbez what you've learned of the Source and its reflections, as well as the true nature of light and dark. He is as resourceful as he is determined, and will surely make the very most of the insights.
Indeed. Once we've gained a better understanding of the situation, I hope we can rely on your counsel.
But of course, I too shall continue probing new possibilities, the better to be of aid when the time comes. Ah, speaking of which...
Huh?
From ocean rise and cloud bank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Come forth, my servant.
Hey, that looks familiar. Final Fantasy X, I believe. Or you just fix the spell.
I revised the incantation, which is not to say you know how it went before. Are we clear? Nidana provided me with spare warding scales, which apparently provide greater protection than before.
Nice.
This should keep the familiar safe. So long as you give the Nixie ether from time to time, it will persist and serve as a beacon for us to find you.
Already we find ourselves with a new ally. Thank you.
It's nice.
When you have the chance, please thank everyone for me.
Oh yeah, sure.
Those in Razatan, Garlemald, Sharlayan. The First and on the Moon.
Excess
A
skin
lengthy
from losing
list.
weight. Not sitting well with me. A lengthy list.
A gift for Reen. In return for the light she helped me harness. It's the Memoria holding Zeromus. If used to augment darkness in the First, it may help to create balance between our worlds.
Very nice.
An excellent idea. Similarly, why not entrust the Archfiend's Memoria to Zero?
In that case, I shall pass them on to Golbez, to inspire and admonish him in equal measure.
The 13th is in good hands.
Come what may, we will see it restored. And should we need a helping hand, I hope we can count on you once more.
Oh yeah, you can always call on me when you need me.
Sad though it is to say farewell, 'tis past time we returned home. Pray, climb upon my back.
Need to start the coffee soon. That's a good story. I like that a lot.
Till we meet again.
I like Endwalker's story. I like Endwalker's after story.
No matter where we are, or how much time passes, our bond will endure. This I believe.
Gotta go save the world now. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the coffee pot and I'll be right back. Alright, let's continue. I pity there's no need to employ our combat supporters. Still, everyone is safe, and that's all that matters. Hi, kitty. Oh, welcome back, everyone. While you were away, a rent in the fabric of reality suddenly appeared, through which we could observe you locked in a furious battle with Zeromus. By the time it closed up, we could see your victory. Well done, by the way. We still couldn't breathe easy until we knew for certain you were safe and sound. And here you are. Thank heavens. There I hope Ashdaya is safe too, and Zero. No word. Yes. Though we could not return Ashdaya to her original form, Vitra granted her a new vessel using one of his eyes. The circumstances are unique, but it nevertheless gave me hope that there may be a way to save other Void Sent. As for Zero, she had chosen to remain in her world, and so do what she can to restore it. Ah, the light of hope shines again amidst the darkness. Perhaps our research into environments capable of supporting life would be useful in the 13th. Oh, now there's a thought. A day may come when the people of the Source and the 13th work hand in hand. In anticipation of this, we must accumulate even more useful technology. Now, but don't let us detain you with our cavalcade of brilliant ideas. We'll see that the gate is closed and the seal deactivated. So go home and get some rest. That includes you, young Jay. As thou dost command, pray convey my gratitude to the Watcher for his timely assistance. There should see Beatrice preparing to depart. Come, let us descend to the Tower of Babu. Upon arrival in Garamald, 'twould be meet to inform Ulysses of our mission's outcome. Let us seek him out at Tertium. Oh, yes, kitty. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move that light speed to page 2. Okay. Give me a moment here while I get my computer turned back on.
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
Oh, you know, this, that, the other. We were able to beat Zeramus. And I could tell you back, although she looks very different now. And Golbez joined us. That was weird. Oh,
so you
by the
were
way,
able to
Zero
rescue
sent the board.
Ashdaya. Thank the 12.
Yep, we were.
Channeling light from the first was rather ingenious. It may fall short of cross-rift travel, but it's still an impressive achievement in my book.
You're too kind. Suffice it to say, though, that I don't intend to rest on these laurels. There's always more to be done.
Zero stayed in the void, did she? Well, if I had known it would come to that, I would have said a proper farewell.
Zero sends her thanks.
Thanks for what? I don't recall doing anything in particular for her. On the contrary, she's the one who risked life and limb. Still, I'm glad that she got something out of her time here. As the days roll on, things will change for the both of us, but some things will remain as they are.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, Zero will always be a friend and comrade. And I will never forget her.
If she's working tirelessly to restore the 13th, it wouldn't do to be outdone here. When next Zero visits, We must see to it that you have a shiny new Garlemald to show her.
Indeed.
Indeed. And speaking of rebuilding, there's a matter I'd like to discuss with you and Alphino. Word has spread of our dealings with Razat Han, and people are excited by the prospect of standing on our own 2 feet again. Naturally, it won't be straightforward. It never is. But on the whole, I have a good feeling about things.
In other words, it may be time for us to limit our involvement. That Garleans might take the lead? I can see the sense in that.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
What did you mean?
Seeing as things are going well, we want you to take a rest. A proper rest. That's what I wanted to say on everyone's behalf. You've done so much for us already. Toiled beside us in the cold for far longer than anyone could ask. You've earned a reprieve 100 times over. So go on. Step away from here and head wherever you like. But if it were me, I'd choose somewhere warm.
Well, it's time to head on the trail to dawn, man.
I was thinking of taking a break anyway.
Far be it from us to go against such a heartfelt request. Though I would be lying were I to say matters here wouldn't weigh on our minds.
We could take a leaf out of Zero's book and roam about for a while. Maybe visit nations who share little history with Garlemald. Look for opportunities to foster future relations. We might learn something of recent foreign affairs that has escaped our notice.
As an independent party, we would be well suited to the task. An excellent idea, Alice.
Well, that hardly sounds like a rest at all.
To us, it is the best kind of rest. Stimulating and meaningful.
If it's settled, then let's return to Sharlayan and consider our options. What about the rest of you? Do you have any plans?
We're indebted to Lord Fortuneau and his colleagues for their cooperation. 'Twould be meet to report on the outcome of our mission.
Definitely should be the first move. Yeah, let him know it all went well.
Then it seems we are all bound for Sharlayan. Upon arriving, let us seek out Atheles at the rostra and have her notify Father.
Okay. Old Sharlayan. Wait, are you the signs of the seventh dawn? Or where rather? I understand you disbanded. Oh, kinda. Audience with Lord Fudge, you know. Well, you're in luck. The forum is just this moment adjourned. He's still inside with the Skylark. Now, please wait here while I inform them of your presence. Apologies to have kept you. I trust you won't object if Scholar Montaigne also attends. Oh, not at all. Incorrigible children. We're not assisting with Garlemald's reconstruction. Our hosts are most insistent that we take a rest, and so here we are. But more importantly, Pieter has news that he would share with you. So yeah, we went to the 13th world, and we saved Vito's sister. And also Zero is like staying there trying to save the world forever. The threat is past. These are glad tidings indeed. Harnessing light from the first. Technological triumph. That could have ended in catastrophic failure. But let us not dwell on hypotheticals. Like the Aether from the Isle of Ham, you employed the light for peaceful, albeit unanticipated, purposes. Knowledge exists to serve the greater good, as my father was fond of saying. I'm inclined to agree in this instance. It has been established that the world-ending crises and the reflections are connected to calamities of the source. As such, the strides you have made in understanding the nature of and affecting a change in reflection may one day prove vital for mankind's preservation. The Forum will be eager to review your accounts thoroughly, for every drop of water serves to swell the great river of knowledge. Might we prevail upon you to prepare a comprehensive report, Isla, on the subjects of the void and cross-travel both? Oh, it would be my pleasure. We shall share these tidings with you, who aided you, Coco Doco, not least of all. Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. I shall be glad to speak with both of you later. And now it's cutscenes till Dawn Trail. Let's go. Just gotta click through them all. And with that, our obligations here concluded. Oh, Nidana, what news of Dadnir? They've returned then. Wonderful. Rest assured all is well with us too. Oh, is that so? Oh, we'll be honored, of course. I shall relay this to the others. A great feast to be held at Razat Han to celebrate Ashday's homecoming. We've all been invited. I'm afraid my sister and I must decline. We've only just returned home. To again leave so soon would be inconsiderate to our parents. Okay. With regret, I, too, must excuse myself from attendance. A prior commitment requireth that I remain in Charlayan for a time. Let not our absence deter you, however. Pray, enjoy yourselves to the fullest. I've no plans in particular, so you can count me in. May as well visit the Radiant Host while I'm there. How about you, Pieter? I have a delivery to make to the first. Of course, the memorial crystal. It would be remiss of me not to deliver it promptly to our friends. Yep. Also, if they are to transfer light and dark between worlds, they'll need command over the Crystal Tower. In which case, I shall give you my spirit vessel to take again. When you arrive at the Crystarium, the sentry at the tower should be able to round up everyone for you. Once you've seen the matters there, come and join us in the Magadula. Give everyone our regards, you hear? Give everyone our regards, you hear? Sure. occurs to me that I have overlooked a really obvious answer. Draw should go here. Minor Arcana should go here. Welcome back, son. Mistress Rhine is just in the Oculus. Will you be joining her? Oh, yes. Very good. If you'd care to head inside, I shall send for Captain Mina and take Luke at once. Guess I'm going to have to remove Dodo from the options, because you're not likely to see a Dodo and a Brabbit together.
Ah, yes. The king has already shared what they glimpsed in the source. The day is won, and the danger past. Hearing the tidings lifted a great weight from my shoulders. Never before had I taken on such a monumental request.
Small though it was, we are glad to have played a role in saving the Exarch's home. And yours. Furthermore, the endeavor served to reaffirm the bond between the peoples of Norvrant. Nurturing this bond, we will strive to be an example for the world Zero aspires to restore.
Reminds me, I brought you a crystal of darkness.
Is that a Memoria crystal? I can feel it. The tremendous darkness within.
She was thinking that maybe you could siphon the darkness out from a little darkness to your
from
world.
the void to restore balance to this world. If such a thing could be done. Well, well. Though night has returned to our world, darkness cannot arise of its own accord, much less in abundance. But if it could be brought here in like manner to how we channeled light to the void, it may well be possible to restore the empty in its entirety. Do you still have that spirit vessel with you? If so, I beg you loan it to me for a time. I would use it to investigate a way to have the tower receive rather than send energy.
Sure. There you go.
Thank you. While I make no promises at this stage, I shall rigorously explore the possibility.
It'd be pretty cool to have a
I
balance.
too need to explore new possibilities for my powers. My recent experience at Nabatha Reng has taught me that. To that end, I will set aside botany for a time, and focus instead on myself.
Hey, botany's pretty awesome, though. Don't give it up entirely.
Knowing Zero is out there, doing her utmost to restore her own world, it inspires me to redouble my efforts.
Sure.
There you are. I waited and waited, but you never came. What have you been doing here?
Gaia!
Oh.
Hey.
Do I know you?
Yeah. You promised to go for coffee biscuits, remember?
Ugh. I never agreed to anything of the sort. Besides, coffee biscuits are old news. I'd rather try something else.
What? I thought you liked them too. Well, no matter. The second serving has something for every taste. So let's just go.
Yeah.
enough about that. What were you talking about?
Trying to channel darkness into your world from the world of darkness. They have an abundance, you see. Too much.
Harnessing darkness from the void. Now there's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if you're dealing with darkness, Marine alone won't cut it.
Exactly.
Next time, call on me as well, alright?
Uh-huh. It was a mighty struggle, but I had faith that you would be victorious in the end. I doubt not that the people of Lavrant would cheer when they learned that the Warrior of Darkness managed to save his home. I know you're a busy man, so don't let us keep you. Rest assured that we will continue the work we've begun. All right. Do we have enough to start this on the way? Nope, not yet. While I'm here, let's mend and check on our bell. Master Krolinsk, you honor us with your presence. Though I am but a humble servant, I offer you my heartfelt thanks in rescuing the Satrap's beloved sister. But without further ado, the great feast to celebrate this joyous occasion is about to begin. The venue is Marez Mayan, and you are a guest of honor. Excellent. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
It cannot be. Oh, Vashan, my darling little brother. To think that I will never see you again.
The way you carry on, anyone would think he was actually your brother. Save your tears now. His Excellency still has one of his eyes. And he has made it clear he intends to continue using his vessel. You'll see Varshan again. Never fear.
Truly? But will it be the little one?
Personally, I prefer the adult vessel. It cuts a gallant figure and has superior functionality besides.
I don't care about such things. My little brother is little and adorable.
Sisters, give me strength.
'Tis a fine thing being so loved.
What's going on here?
Had enough of the revelry, have you? So, what's next for our hero? No need to decide just yet. You'll recall our escapades in the void began with a treasure map I paid entirely too much gil for. You can't force an adventure. It'll happen when it happens. And you'll know when the time is right. Till then, it's good to lend an ear to others and their tales. And speaking of others...
Discussing each other's plans, are we? Alas, I have nothing exciting to share. I foresee an extended confinement in my Sharlayan chambers, compiling my theories on cross-rift travel. My research may be classified, prohibited by the powers that be. But so long as a bond exists between people, ever shall our worlds be connected. As it stands, a means to travel to the first is within reach, and I would be satisfied even should my research not exist in an official capacity. And what of you, Estinian? Have you any plans?
Checking in the orphans.
He never was one to stay put for long, though I've no doubt he will make himself known when needed.
It was a lively feast, was it not? And it impressed upon me once again how dear Vitra is to his people. Well, much as I'd like to linger, it is past time I took my leave. If you mean to depart as well, I suggest you call on Vitra before setting out. And before I forget, thank you for everything you've learned, and for everything we've accomplished. I could not be more grateful. Until next time, take care. Pietro, I hope you enjoyed the festivities. To be able to celebrate Ajdaya's return with everyone was moving beyond words. Well, that's good. Lest you wonder, I've chosen to use this vessel for now, the better to escort my sister about Razatan. This leaves my true form without an eye, but I do not anticipate having need of it in the immediate future. Long have I dreamed of showing Astaya my beautiful city, the glittering jewel born of unity. And I shall relish every moment of it. Now then, I believe both Ishtar and Istinian have embarked on their respective journeys. But have you yourself business elsewhere? If not, you're welcome to remain here as long as you'd like. Should aught of import arise, we will inform you. But until such day arrives, I bid you take your leave. Any credits? Meanwhile, on old Sharlayan. Krell's digging through the papers and finds hers.
Everything appears to be in order.
Finds the note that says, hey, go to Dontrell.
Oh, finished at last. So time-consuming. How nice would it be to have a mammoth to handle such tasks? Now then, let's have a look at you. Quite old, this letter. We'll need to store it carefully. Addressed to Grandfather, and come all the way from Tuliolal, from a Gulu... someone. Oh, the ink's too faded. Hardly anything is legible. Come on, give me something. A commission to investigate the Golden City in Tural. How odd. No one ever mentioned such a commission, nor have I seen any records. Something else in here. What an unusual earring. How does it relate to the petition, I wonder? Oh, did you go there, Grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural?
Meow. 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 Hey there, cleaner bud.
Back again already, after making a show of leaving. Well, this is it. Charlian, quite a far cry from Tuliolal, yes? Come, let's go and find your candidate. Our adventurer friend.
Others to follow. Growing Light Part 1 trophy earned. Oh, is there another? When it closes. Ah, Pietro. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldestian required your presence in Charlene at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I might too be of service. But it is you alone that they require. If you have no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldestian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Aishtay the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there's still much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, Macklin. I look forward to the day we may set forth on another adventure together. One door closes, accepted. Alright, just a minute, let me check on how much more we got to go. I thought we were almost done. This game frickin' does this to me all the time. We won't start until Monday with Dontrell. Okay. We have a whole set of crap to do. That closes another opens. This game keeps doing this to us. Reward for Tattoo? Pieter, I have wonderful news. Thanks to your tireless deliveries, we are now overwhelmed with orders. Mistress Tatru's plan was a success. That's good. That's another shipment sent. I don't think I've ever packed so many parcels in all of my life. I don't remember you, but apparently I'm supposed to. I don't believe we've met before, have we? Oh, my apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hasadat. Like so many Hanish refugees, I left my home in Palakistan and came to Shalayan during the final days. You saved my life more than once. Oh, okay. Well, cool. I've been working at Taru's boutique with Mijel and Brigitte, albeit behind the scenes. It is rare that I have occasion to visit the storefront. An unfortunate side effect of the constant demands on all of our staff. Though I think you would all agree. An unfortunate side effect of the constant demands on all our staff, though I think you'll all agree that the hustle and bustle's for the best. But don't you wonder what we'll do once the samples have served their purpose? Our equipment is crafted to last, which is wonderful, of course, but also means that our customers are not like to require replacements for some time. Therefore, if we are not constantly receiving new customers, our good fortune will eventually sour, no? Mistress Tataro isn't so foolish as to have not anticipated such things. I'm sure she already has coming up with new and exciting products to offer our existing clients. Such as? Actually, I had an idea of my own, for a new product, I mean. In fact, I presented it to Mistress Tataro just the other day, a new uniform to outfit the academics and researchers of Shire Land. Oh, how enterprising. And what did she say? Well, she seemed hesitant, which I could only interpret as reluctance to hurt my feelings with explicit rejection. But then she told me to look into it further and draft a formal proposal for review. That's wonderful, Versha. Mijaya. When she said to look into it further, did she mean for you to conduct some manner of market survey of the academics or researchers? Just so. But, well, some are involved in such sensitive work that simply approaching them is out of the question, which is to say, my petition will enter Labyrinthos was denied. Instead, I decided to try the stadium. Secretarial Mammoth was only too happy to schedule a meeting with an academic representative. But now that it has come to it, I'm feeling ill with nerves. If there were the Mistress Tataro's behalf, it would be different. But this is my initiative, my idea. I'd offer to accompany you. I'd offer to accompany you, but I have to mind the counter. Perhaps you could offer me your support. Oh, sure, I can help. Oh, thank you. Can I come as well? I would like to start thinking of what supplies we'll need for our artisans once your plan is approved. Of course. Very well, then. To the studio we go. Wrong voice. Whatever. I'm annoyed we got this much more to go. More? I'm here. I don't have to be happy about it. I just sold something. Don't expect me to be our errand boy forever. Wine. Man, I was all ready to go get a coffee while the credits rolled. This building might have been a temple for how Stewart feels. I'm glad I have your company. I was told that Kid Aleppo would be meeting us here. I'm sure they will be along shortly. She's over there. I guess we're waiting, though. Hello. Hello. Representatives from Tara's boutique, I presume. Oh, Peter, what a pleasant surprise. I suppose your presence should merit no shock at all, given the breadth of your generosity. Hey. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Majin, and I am ever so obliged to you for making your time to speak with us. Oh, Chiara Poet at your service. There's no need to stand on ceremony, I assure you. Most of our academics are far more concerned with their research than pleasantries, admittedly to the detriment at times. Anyway, how can I help you this morning? A uniform for our academics and researchers, you say? I myself am ill-equipped to offer an authoritative opinion on the matter, so permit me to arrange some meetings with faculty representatives. Please make yourselves comfortable in the auditorium while I go and summon a few of the more personable personnel. Ugh. Alright, you working? Okay. Hello there. Very nice to meet you. I have some important questions to ask you. Well, in the study of archaeology, we spend most of our time traveling around ancient ruins, which often ends up ruining our clothes, if you'll pardon the pun. An outfit durable enough to handle extended use would be welcome, but it would need to be lightweight and breathable as well. Equatorial deserts can be most taxing, but then again, you'd be surprised how many relics are hidden in the bottom of lakes, and northern waters can get quite chilly. As it stands, my colleagues and I throw any old thing in our field work, whatever we have on hand suitable to the conditions, with the understanding that we need to be disposed of afterwards. Funding for research equipment and the like is precious enough as it is, and we can't afford to have dozens of bespoke garments in every situation, which is probably not what you're hoping to hear, I realize. Oh, no, thank you for your candor. It is true, new kit can be rather expensive. We must ensure prices stay affordable. The ideal outfit for astronomers. Wait, Jeremy mentioned something about fashion recently. Oh, we were stargazing. What was it? It's not the clothes that make the man Jude, but the man who makes the clothes. Yes, very lovely and poetic, but Haven't the foggiest what that means. Well, I suppose we astronomers often conduct our celestial observations from locales remote and subsequently chilly, so, you know, mountaintops and the like. So, something warm? If warm truly is their only requirement, then I think it is safe to say it is the opposite of the untapped market niche. Well, the Faculty of Medicine has strict requirements for dress on account of hygiene regulations. Fabrics that are resistant to stains and possess antibacterial properties are a must, for example. Additionally, we students of nutritional sciences must vigorously dart about the kitchen, so dressing for comfort is nearly as essential as cleanliness. And if we were fashionable enough to perhaps inspire others to follow in our footsteps, all the better. Indeed, style is an essential ingredient. Like the perfect loaf of Mervyn bread, an ideal outfit should not only embody practicality, but leave all who behold it with a feeling of aesthetic satiety. Aesthetic satiety. However, we require no such clothing in the Faculty of Anthropology, for we make all that we require right here. Rather, Professor Tunkin prefers to do so, that he may better understand how necessity begets innovation. Can't say I completely agree with the logic, though I suppose I've grown to appreciate a sense of aesthetics now that the professor and I had... Oh, a little bearing on your project. Indeed. An outfit that ameliorates aether sickness, without a doubt. You'd think we at the Faculty of Ethnology would develop such an outfit by now, but no. But alas, our primary projects depend every moment we possess. We cannot afford to divide our resources. Okay, chill. People keep posting happy birthday. Well, how did it go? I don't know, to be honest. Everyone had such different preferences that I'm not sure if I could even possibly satisfy them all. A fair concern. A fair concern. The students' faculties are filled with opinionated individuals, each with their own peculiarities. Additionally, our academics spend much of their time engaged in fieldwork as opposed to seminars, which further complicates stipulations of dress. In other words, we have our work cut out for us. Indeed. It was naive to assume that one type of uniform could account for all the needs of all of the academics. We'd best return to the boutique. Thank you for your assistance, Mistress Arable. We'll see you. I truly thought I had a good idea. No doubt Mistress Tatteral knew my folly, but had me research it nonetheless, so that I might reach the conclusion on my own. Sure. She meant well, I'm sure. See how the hardships make you strong. That's an important phrase to you, isn't it? Indeed it is. It comes from the teachings bestowed upon us by the old gods. Many Hanish held fast to those words and their wisdom during the final days so as not to give in to despair. When we call upon the divinities, it is not to beg for salvation, but for guidance. So long as we live by the teachings, there's no hardship we cannot overcome. It is a core tenet of Hanish faith that's seen through us many adversity since the founding of our nation. It is as you say, Yaved, Hasdad. Yet, until you did, it did not occur to me to consider how they might apply to our personal struggles. Coming to Shalane and working with Mistress Tataru at the boutique, I met so many people from all sorts of cultures. But in trying so hard to accommodate their wants and needs, I felt my own heritage has become an afterthought. There's no shame in dedicating yourself to your work. And as we all have our limits, compromise and sacrifice are inevitable. It may surprise you, but once I aspired to become a steward. To look back on it now, it feels fanciful. Strange that we so easily let our dreams be cast aside by circumstance. I swore nothing would stand between me and my chosen path. And yet, here I am. I know the divinities will guide me, wherever we go. But what if we stray too far? Would I be a fool to suggest that perhaps we should return to Thavner? Mistress Tatru has done so much for us. We cannot simply leave the boutique at a moment's notice. Maybe not. But what of our family and our friends? It is one thing for us to send money and well wishes, but I wonder if we could not do more if we were there, helping to rebuild. We have not been back to the village since the final days, and we haven't already forgotten our old lives. I don't know. I just think Mistress Tatru would know how to feel, so... Know how we feel, so... Should know how we feel. Oh, I was really failing at reading that. All right, it's coffee time. Burb. Rashut says that Mistress Tatru should be stopping by soon. When I asked how she felt about returning to Thavner, she said she'd need time to consider. For my part at least, I think consulting with Mistress Tatru will help put my mind at ease.
Oh my, what a busy counter we have this morning. Hasdad, it's good to see you out from behind your usual shopping crate.
Yes, I thought I'd come and help Mizzy with her research. We just returned from interviewing academics at the studio. About that, Mistress Tataro, we really want to go home.
I do not wish to be rude, but I miss it. And the crisis has passed. Suffice to say, the requirements are all radically different. I know I said a uniform for researchers and academics, but I am afraid I may have deeply overestimated the feasibility of such a project. And that's perfectly all right. The important thing is to learn from what you discover, so you can retain and apply that knowledge as you continue on your entrepreneurial journey. The right idea for a new product will find us when it's ready. In the meantime, I have more samples in need of delivery, and seeing as how Peter is very conveniently standing within my line of sight... 1,000 pardons, Mistress Tatu. But before you continue, I wish to speak with you about a personal matter. You have shown us incredible clarity, which makes this all the more difficult to act. Incredible charity. I wonder if I should return home, to Favner. But please, do not mistake this as dissatisfaction with our arrangement. If anything, I've grown so accustomed to life in Charlene that I fear I've begun to forget myself, my dreams, and my faith, and the people I used to be, the person I used to be, before I came here. Not only that, in spite of my regular remittances, I worry that our village struggles to rebuild after the final days, while I live happily removed from a burden I want to share more. It feels disingenuous to both my home and the many kindnesses you continue to show us. I see. And do you both feel the same? I've been so devoted to my work that I had not given much thought to returning to Hasdad until Hasdad mentioned it. But to claim that I had not worried about the village would be a lie. And while I'm of similar mind of Nigeria, I must nevertheless remain here, among other reasons, as a project I'm resolved to complete. Right. Okay. Well, I'd be very sorry to see any of you go, but if remaining here causes you any grief, I would spare no effort to see you safely home, which is why I've decided our next set of samples should be delivered to Palakistan. Furthermore, I ask that those of you who wish to visit accompany Peter on his errand. Seeing how the village fares is no doubt the best thing for both of you right now, and help you understand your feelings, after which we may proceed with howsoever you desire. And should your colleagues require it, I'm sure you can be relied upon to dispense the perfect advice. Sure, you can count on me. Meshad? Hazad? Give everyone my thanks. Well, then it's settled. I'll begin preparing the samples at once. Allow me to assist. No matter what happens, we must finish Tataru's necklace. Are we ready to proceed with the restoration, do you think? I dare say we have enough additional materials, thanks to Pieter's dedication. As for the work itself, I thought we would entrust it to lapidary Mistress Tataru, once apprenticed with. I'm sure that would mean a lot to Tataru. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so as well. Let's leave the necklace in Rashu's capable hands and join Hasdad in Scholar's Harbor. Sounds great. Next it is. We've got another minstrel discussion to have as well. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Peter. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Graha. Sure. Hey. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending you again so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing of your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones to require your presence, but Erangel. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Oh? Imagine you're surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All they would tell me is that there was someone whom he wished Peter to meet. He also mentioned that he'd be tending to business in the studio. Shall we look for him there? Sure. Love the hairstyle. That's adorable. Let's get this taken care of since we're over here. Greetings, my friend. If you have a tale to share, this minstrel is all ears. Let's talk about Zeromus. It's like Christmas, only a lot worse. The dread beast Zeromus. It was a battle that shook the very heavens, I'm sure. Not less would benefit the adversary named for a fallen champion of the 13th. If you're willing to share, a captive audience stands before you. Sure. So once upon a time, there was a dragon, and the dragon got eaten. Oh, so you countered baleful dark with resplendent light. And what a fascinating twist to the tale for Zero, denizen of the void, to wield it. To be possessed of a strength of spirit to forge her own future is so brazen a fashion. Though in truth, knowing she is part void sent, I would have expected the light to refuse her outright. I shudder to think what might have happened to her, if it had. To her, to Ajad, to this very star. From musings of darkest despair spring forth a story of hope, if I may. A song, even. From dregs of dark did Zeromus rise, to claim the flesh of worm as the skies. Bereft of death, its kin left to weep, as fiend unleashed sought home and release. From self-same shade did rise a dark night, a void-kissed child now graced with the light. 'Twas she who dared to defy her fate, and by her hand damnation's wheel break. For mercy assumed Zero's found a way to save not only her void-sent kin, but her home as well. And while Golbez may have been committed to terrible deeds, that he yet lives means that he may yet do good. And I fathom this darkness of Zeromus contained within the Memoria crystal should pave the path of newfound hope. An arduous path, to be sure, but one they shall walk together. And at journey's end, I pray the 13th will flourish with life once more. Okay, Abyssal Fracture Extreme. Alright, Hasdab, what's up? I remember when we first set foot upon these docks. After a long, exhausting journey through frozen wastes, after surviving these horrid beasts, Mistress Tataro was a warm beacon of light. Working at the boutique has helped us to rebuild our lives, but I would never forget that feeling of powerlessness. Should I have stayed at Balakistan and tried to defend my people? Was I a coward to flee? Or is it a betrayal to my home and myself to remain here? I cannot stop thinking in circles. Anyway, I'm glad for this opportunity to better understand where my heart truly lies. All will be well, I'm sure. And we must be off, lest we miss our connecting flight. Sure. We're back. We're truly back in Tavner. But Razatan always is grand. I cannot believe we live so close and yet rarely made the trip. Remember how it was. Village duties always kept us all too busy to travel. Defending pilgrims was trying enough for the stewards, even before the final days. I wonder how many temple roads are still transferable. Yet even those in Razatan struggle to travel for worship. Our feelings of estrangement may be more common than we think. Indeed. Since we have come all this way, would you mind terribly if Azan and I toured the city on our own? Let's plan to meet at Palaka's stand anon.
Well, I mean, I'm already here. Okay. There it is. I was too zoomed in.
Home at last. Yes, home. I can finally breathe again. Come, let us go and find the elder.
Sure, let's do it.
Elder Yvette. Hazad, Mijad. Oh, how wonderful it is to see you. I've been treated so worried. Tell me, how is life in Charlene? Are you being treated well? Oh, yes, Elder. Our employer, Mr. Tattoo, is the kindest of businesswomen. In fact, she's arranged for us to accompany Peter on his errand here, so that he might enjoy some time at home. Oh, that is very good of her, indeed. I am relieved to hear you're being treated, looked after.
I'm going to struggle with this voice all the way through.
You are ever a guardian to our people. Thank you for seeing these children safely home. Now then, what is this errand you speak of?
I'm supposed to be delivering samples to somebody? I don't know. Well, here, have some.
How splendid! Our stewards will put these to good use. You may be assured. If only we could repay your generosity with something even half as marvelous. Alas, ours is a village of little extravagance. Oh, everything seems as it ever was. Indeed. With the support of the Radiant Host and the funds which you and the others have sent, we have regained much of the peace we once knew. Thank the sisters. Still, there's something I wish to speak with you about, Elder.
We want to come home. We feel like we're not helping enough.
You are worried your heart goes distant from Tavner, that you have wandered too far from home. But, my child, it is only right that you should wander, that you should roam. Your heart's connection endures. no matter where you go. You yet think of us fondly enough for visit, yes? And send what gil you can spare, do you not? Gestures, perhaps, but not a true commitment. Should I not be here with all of you working to restore the village? There is no restoring our village, Shazad. Without those we have lost, Palaka's stand will never be what it was. We must instead do all we can to become a new village, with new future ahead of us. Although the particulars of our path are not yet clear to me. How so? Ours has always been a settlement of stewards, as well you know, tasked with the protection and preservation of Tabner's sacred sites as the rain begins. But we have seen our roads shaken and temples defiled by beasts. The material is not always within our ability to protect. What is everlasting is our faith, the bonds between our people and the divine. Through the old teachings, we remind ourselves of life's meaning. Yet, if we wish to ensure our traditions endure for generations to come, should we not strive to do more than maintain our temples until pilgrims deign to visit? But I do not wish to tire you with our old man's musings. Surely there are other ways to ensure our people remain connected to their heritage and faith. All we need is the right idea. Something new our village could offer. Well, my words seem to have inspired you. And with worldly insights you have gained, I am sure any future you envision for Palakastan will be nothing short of remarkable. But there's no need to rush. Take what time you have to speak with others and make yourselves at home. Maybe we should get out of the rain. No? Okay, we'll just hang out in the rain then. How foolish I was to think the answer would be so simple. I would come home, roll up my sleeves, and help restore my village to the way it was. I would find fulfillment. Alas, not all that was lost can be reclaimed. Our people face a new struggle, and perhaps by discovering new ways of the village to fulfill its duty, we might yet help our community. Exactly. Like the elder said, surely our experiences in Charlene have given us a unique perspective. Not to mention, Pietro's extensive knowledge of the world. I'm sure that between the three of us, we could come up with a brilliant plan to support Palaka's stand. Oh yeah, I can help. Probably. Maybe. Yes, you're right. And I'm sure that hearing how everyone fares in us will give us insights as well. Not a soul here will ever forget the hero of Palaka's stand. I am sure everyone will be just as eager to speak with you as us. There are also others with whom I'd like to speak once we have finished here. Of course, we must not forget to pay our respects. Sure. That's 7th tutorial. Since I thought to start keeping track about halfway through Endwalker's postgame. Excuse me, I could not help but notice that beautiful equipment you delivered to the Elder. As a weaver who crafts armor for our stewards, I would love to hear more about its origins. Is that a girl? That is a girl. Whatever. Created in cooperation with guilds across the world. Oh, I must have a closer look. I must. The final days exposed the limitations of my skills. Traditional Tabnerian techniques alone do not suffice. I am eager to hone my craft by studying the work of foreign artisans. Although in my weaker moments, I'm often wonder if purchasing armor for our stewards would be a superior solution. Alas, that would require a surplus of coin, as well as available product. As the village sustained by donations and remittances, be hard-pressed to avoid anything so expensive, even if such suppliers were to venture this deep in the jungle. Oh, hello there. staying for a while or just passing through?
Oh, I mean, we're just really asking questions of everybody.
Our cover has been slow but steady, although I'm concerned for those who still struggle with wounds our healers cannot cure. The final days may have passed, but grief and trauma are not so easily overcome. However, for those who must accept them as constant companions. Ours is a title in this community, but I worry about those in the capital and abroad. I imagine it's difficult for them to honor old teachings as they labor far from home. So many of us have fled from those dark times. If only we could bring the comforts of community to all of Hanish.
So rainy. Sun's gonna set too.
If it isn't Hadan and Medad, accompanied by our Savior, no less. Welcome home. Welcome home. True, we are a bit short-sighted these days, but we manage nonetheless. While there is a happiness in being reunited with our young ones, they're just as happy knowing that you are walking your own path, no matter where it leads. I remember Azad could not wait to become steward when he was little. As far as I'm concerned, sending aid from afar is just as praiseworthy as tending to the temples here. Times are changing, and who's to say this cannot be another form of stewardship? A steward who supports the village from afar. I had never even considered the possibility. Seeing everyone so eager to help another makes me more determined than ever to contribute. But before anything else, shall we go? Yes, it'll be good to visit. To Parusa, then. Could we ask you to accompany us? The temple road is perilous, and your presence would be a great comfort.
Sure. We're gonna do this the long ways. Like at any moment, what are we going to do? Don't know, bro. Not my problem. I'm escorting some people to a temple. When I was little, I used to run through these wilds, playing steward and imagining fierce battles with hideous beasts. Got the scolding of a lifetime when my parents found out. But when it really happened, when the sky turned red and the jungle spewed forth unspeakable horror, I could do nothing but cower. Perhaps that is why I feel so guilty for not returning, for not doing more, even if it may never be enough. But this time I will rise to the occasion. I never used to give much thought to those who walked these roads before me. Countless pilgrims who risked their lives for faith, aware of the dangers ahead. They pressed on. No, so strong was their devotion, so sacred the tradition. It is perilous the path you walk. So it is written, and so too our forebears must have felt when braving these jungles to reach what would become our beloved home. I'll walk behind the gator. Try to avoid the Serengeti. And that one too. Again, we could do this fast traveler on Chocobo, but it's better to do this more realistic way, I think. It has been a while. Yes, but we've made it.
I am home. Mother. Father. Here in Perusa, we may commune with the spirits of the departed. Neither Mejez nor my parents survived the final days. I told them about how you saved us, and that we are doing well. I know they will rest easier for it. That's good. May the next time we visit be to deliver glad tidings from Palakastan. Though I was relieved to find the village in a better state than I feared, it seems there are still issues we must help address. Finding a steady source of income, for instance, so the stewards may be properly outfitted without overwhelming our wearer. I was also troubled to hear that those who continue to struggle without the support of a local community, there must be some way to provide respite. Yes, indeed. The question is what? Do you have any thoughts? Expand your horizons. Think big. Think outside of the village, you mean? I suppose that would mean foreign involvement of some kind. Oh, what about the partnership between Palakastan and Charlene? Or more specifically, the boutique? I think you're onto something. If the boutique sold wares the village produced, for instance, our people would be have a more reliable revenue stream. But what can Palakastan offer? And to whom? How about amulets and talismans? Or images of the deities? Something simple, crafted with love from our homeland and in our faith. So no one forgets or feels forgotten. I like that. Our temples are created in remembrance of our ancestors and divine teachings, but reminders needn't only take the form of great works. A small keepsake may be just what our scattered brethren need to reassure themselves that they are still members of the community. And this could be the answer we were looking for. I cannot wait to tell Mr. Tataru. Well, that'll be awesome. Let's go. Rather, I cannot wait for you to tell Mr. Tataru, Monsieur. It was your idea, after all. A team effort, let us say. I certainly could not give him up with it without you and Pietro. If our proposal is accepted and approved, Mr. Tataru will no doubt need assistance in Charlene. I am ready and willing to provide it. But what of you, Hazard? What will you do? What would Hazard do? I, too, will return to the boutique. One day, I will come home and stay. But for now, I wish to do all in my power to help the village thrive. I am relieved to hear you say so. Let us go and consult with the elder about our plan. A nice visit in the driving rain in the evening. I hear you are kind enough to escort the children to Parusa. Again, you have my gratitude. Are your feelings any clearer for it? I think so. Mejen and I talked it over, and we believe we have struck upon a new way the village might support our people. I think we should have a business partnership to provide talismans and other such mementos of faith. Tangible mementos of faith. An interesting proposition. Many here would be glad to create such reminders. I expect those unable to perform strenuous labor will be especially grateful for an opportunity to contribute to the prosperity of our village. To say nothing of the options these additional funds would provide. But more importantly, we would be able to help those who have chosen to live apart from us feel like they are much more connected to their community and their faith. I'm proud that both of you are discovering such an innovative way to do so. would likely mean Hasdad and I will stay in Charlene for the foreseeable future. Then take with you the knowledge that no matter where your journey takes you, our hearts will always be at one. May the sisters guide you. We will come back again. We will come back again. I promise. In the meantime, we shall see our plan to fruition. I will send word once we have determined the particulars. Right then. Charlene awaits. Machina to the Agora. And the gift of some coin. What will this be? Oh no, I'm interested.
However, first, to the studio.
Now then, where's Aaronville?
I don't know.
Aaronville!
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Right.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The rite of succession, taking the form of a contest. It will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Aaronville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own. and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Golden City, I've heard about it before.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Quest complete. Got 12 minutes left. The chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say that you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. Still a great deal we do not know. Let us begin by rectifying that at first, by getting acquainted with this visitor in the manner she suggests. All right. I'm not certain which might be the suitable location for her hunt, however. While I was in the guild earlier, I learned about the petition from researchers on the island of Hay. He went there not long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinary docile fauna has grown savage. It is believed that they have been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers gained assistance by identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. Well, the island isn't far. Who knows to be helping those in need? Well, that works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, feel better to be able to put up a proper fight and then end before we have a chance to get acquainted. Ha 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 ha. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions... But, wrong horse entirely. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions... My apologies. I must see this in preparations. Pray, go on ahead of the aisle. I'll join you as soon as possible. That's probably how we're going to start next episode. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guildship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Sure. Ander land, huh? Apollon is chatting animatedly with a gleaner. Maybe a special delivery kind of thing. Pray see that it is done. Thank you for your wavering service. Alright, we'll see you, man. Whatever. Oh, Theriac, be good. I did not see you there. I trust you have been well. And the twins? Perhaps I should reintroduce myself. Our first meeting was passingly effectual. My name is the Apollon, and I oversee the researchers here in Labyrinthos. During the final days, you and your Levellier children assisted me in exchange for stories about their mother and father. I'm sure the issue of the Aether Burner weighed heavily on your mind than the personal anecdotes at that time. I remember. You science truly managed to do the impossible. Our star owes you its salvation. Moreover, your spectacular voyage through the great expanse has driven our researchers to pursue greater heights of development and innovation. Oh, are you building any more toy boats or starfaring vessels? Well, I can't deny something of this sort. The scope of our current work extends far beyond interstellar travel. Would you care to join me below? You can see for yourself what our researchers have been busying themselves with these days. Our gleaners have been just delivering some missives that I must distribute, and I'd be greatly honored by your company. Sure, let's get it. Marvelous. I've no doubt your presence will brighten many a day. In that case, where might we begin? Oh, yes. But why don't we pay Margaret a visit first? Quite gregarious, that one. Always eager to share her opinion. Her laboratory is on the eastern side of the Charlean hamlet, so let us be off. Sure. First accepted. So we have to take a ship. I barely set foot on dry land. Ah, well, I suppose it is for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let us get going. Over to the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. In addition, you'll be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you're defeated, you'll be able to try again. Most recent of these. Please note these battles. Let's leave. We will start that after lunch. I think that will lead to end credits. So, thanks so much for watching, and if I don't see you again, I hope you have a wonderful day.